Make sure to watch through to the end to find out how much it costs. Hey everyone, if you've got a 2019 to 2021 Toyota RAV4, especially one built in Japan, and you're hearing a weird, persistent squeak from the front suspension every time you hit a bump, you're not alone, and you're in the right place. This is a common complaint, and it can be incredibly annoying. So stick with me because I'm going to walk you through exactly what's causing that noise, why there's so much confusion online about the fix, and most importantly, I'll tell you how much it might cost to get it repaired at the end of this video. Alright, let's get into it. A lot of the confusion starts with a document from Toyota, Tech Tip TT072423, which also appears in the NHTSA database under entry ID 10234335. Now when people see NHTSA, they often think recall. But let's be crystal clear, this is not a recall. A tech tip is just early-stage guidance for dealership technicians. It's less formal than a technical service bulletin, or TSB, which provides a detailed repair procedure for a known issue. A recall is reserved only for safety-critical defects. To make things even more confusing, that NHTSA entry is filed under the service brakes category. This has led many owners to think the squeak is coming from their brakes when the document itself is all about the suspension. This is just a clerical quirk. The noise is almost certainly not your brakes, so who does this affect? The tech tip specifically calls out 2019 to 2021 RAV4 models built in Japan. You can verify this by checking your VIN. If it starts with the letter J, this applies to you. While the document was primarily aimed at vehicles in Puerto Rico, where the climate might accelerate the issue, owners all over the world with Japan-built RAV4s have reported the exact same problem. So what's actually making the noise? Toyota's tech tip points directly to the front stabilizer bar bushings. These are small rubber parts that hold the stabilizer or sway bar to the car's frame. Their job is to allow the bar to pivot smoothly while damping vibrations. Over time, this rubber can dry out, harden, or get contaminated. When that happens, instead of rotating silently, the bar starts to stick and slip inside the bushing. That stick-slip motion is what creates that audible and very irritating squeak, especially over speed bumps or uneven pavement at low speeds. Now, while the bushings are the most common culprit, they aren't the only possibility. A similar creaking can also come from the top of the front struts, specifically the strut mounts or bearings or even the bump stops inside the strut assembly. So a proper diagnosis is key. The official guidance for dealers is to first inspect and lubricate the bushings with a specific silicone grease. This can be a temporary fix. If the noise comes back or if the bushings are visibly worn or cracked, the only permanent solution is to replace them. It's a relatively straightforward job for a mechanic and the most reliable way to silence that squeak for good. So how do you fix this? Let's walk through the diagnosis and stick around for the cost breakdown. Toyota issued Technical Service Bulletin TSB 000122 for this problem. This is an official repair guide for dealers, not a recall, confirming it's a known issue. First, perform a visual inspection. The primary suspects are the front stabilizer bar bushings. Look for cracks or dryness. While you're there, check the sway bar links for looseness and give the strut mounts and bump stops a quick look for obvious damage. To confirm, do a lube test. Spray a silicone-safe lubricant on the stabilizer bar bushings. If the squeak vanishes, you've found the culprit. This is a great temporary fix. But for a permanent solution, the bushings must be replaced. If not, check the strut mounts. As for cost, lube for a DIY test is under $10. The replacement bushings themselves are affordable, typically $20 to $50. If you go to a shop, expect the total bill for parts and labor to be in the $100 to $200 range. Repair costs can range from a simple $100 lubrication to a $500 full bushing replacement. If this guide was helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more car tips. Thanks for watching.